Oh yes, it was on Thursday 18th July 2024 when St.Maria Gorretti Brothers called Shoroza Primary 7 was going to Kasese for a study tour. The bus has come. Let's board. The candidates are now boarding the bus. Very happy. We're set to go. Thank you, our lovely head teacher, for going with us to Kasese. Now inside the bus, ready to set off. Before we go, let's pray. Thank you so much, our head teacher, for that wonderful prayer. It's time to start our journey. Now at the Shoroza Cathedral Church, safe journey. At St. Ignatius University. Now here at the roundabout Cavalry Town. At the fuel station at Satellite Muhanga. Here at Rahi. Now at Rubali. This is so wonderful. Here candidates are having their first stopover at Kitagata Hot Springs, ready to tour the place. Our teachers, Teacher Alex, Festo, and our boss Alex, you're welcome. Here candidates are going to the site, led by their teachers. Kitagata Hot Springs is located in Hima district in western Uganda. This hot spring was discovered by early hunters in 1840. It has a boiling point ranging from 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. Many people come to this place to solve their health problems as a healing center because it contains minerals like calcium, zinc, iron, sulfur, and other minerals that have made it a healing place for many diseases like chest pain, back pain, syphilis, and many others. Wow! This is the time to enjoy the beauty of the place. It's time to go back and continue with the journey. Thank you. This is the time to enjoy the breakfast at this nice place. Wow! It's time to enjoy the tour. Wow! The journey still continues. Oh, see, the plantations looking so good. It's time for touring. So good. This place is called Lutoto, that God blessed with a lake, which has the shape of Africa. So wonderful. The place is also blessed with so many crater lakes that make the place look so beautiful. Queen Elizabeth National Park. Oh, look, this is a walkway. We had the second stopover at the weather station, where learners are going to study and get more information. This is the time for learning.
At the weather station, we have what we call a weather station. We go to school. It is where we record every weather condition, and we record every weather condition at a particular time. Because weather is the appearance of the atmosphere record it for a short period of time. Therefore, we record it in what we call a weather station records book.
Yes.
This is what we call a hygrometer. A hygrometer is the weather instrument which is used to measure humidity, whereby humidity is the amount of water vapor available in the atmosphere. It is made up of these two thermometers. The dry bulb thermometer is for measuring temperatures of dry air. The wet bulb thermometer is for measuring temperatures of wet air, air which contains water content. Altogether, if you are to get the readings of hygrometer, it will be got in form of ratios. You first with temperatures of the dry thermometer, put there the Kashmoro dash, and record the temperatures of wet bulb thermometer. Altogether, the dry is for measuring dry air, wet is for measuring wet air. So as per now, the dry is 32, whereas the wet it is 36 altogether. So on humidity right, 32 Kashmoro dash, 36 degrees Celsius altogether. 6 thermometer, it has two names. Another one, yes,
Minimum and the maximum thermometer.
minimum and the maximum thermometer. It is called minimum and maximum thermometer because it measures minimum and maximum. Minimum means lowest. Maximum means highest. Altogether, it is made up of this U-shaped tube. It is filled with two liquids, that is alcohol. Thank you very much. Omukitabo ntukyakutera kakonka statire cha housing nekakalinka you. Altogether, it is filled with two liquids, that is mercury and alcohol. This one ako kushininga kalinka silver ko kushininga. This white one is what we call mercury. Altogether, alcohol is within, but it is careless. We shall see its function. Altogether, so it has got what we call metal indices, or what we call indicators. These things like a needle, they are blue. One is on the side of maximum, another one is on the side of minimum, on top of mercury altogether. So it means that much as you are not there, you have left this thermometer early in the morning. In the afternoon, temperatures will rise. And if you come in the evening, they will again fall altogether. You will be able to know that much as I was not available, but temperatures have been risen up to 40 degrees Celsius, because that is where metal index will be deposited altogether. But other thermometers, you cannot know that temperatures have risen to the other level because they do not have the metal index altogether. Also, the minimum temperatures can reduce and again increase when you are not there, but you will be able to know the lowest ever temperatures this thermometer has measured by the use of metal index. You will see where metal index is allocated, that is where the minimum temperatures that you have received. The question can come and ask, how do you reset a minimum and a maximum thermometer? Who can tell us? Minimum and a maximum thermometer, how do you reset? Do you check like a clinical?
No.
If they are like this, there is the distance between a metal index and a mercury altogether. There is a distance between a metal index and a mercury, but you can put them using a permanent magnet until they sit like this altogether. Or electronic thermometer, it can display the temperatures altogether. It uses some battery cells altogether. Another instrument which we have is what we call a hydrometer, the one which is used to test different liquids of different densities of different liquids. It has got a scale altogether. For example, if you want to know whether the density of the liquid are like this one, you put it like here, then you immerse, then you see the scale where it has floated altogether. Different waters have got different densities. That's why Lake Victoria, River Nile is passing through Lake Victoria, because the waters of River Nile do not have the same densities as that one of Lake Victoria, so they just pass through altogether.
A sunshine recorder.
It is made up of a spherical glass, a blotting paper, and a base where it sits altogether. When sun rays from the sun passes through this spherical glass, they are converged onto one focal point, making it hotter, brighter, and stronger at the extent of burning the paper. Then you will see how the paper has been burnt. That is the intensity of sunshine. Is there anyone who wants to see how it burns?
Yes.
Who? All of you? Yes. Okay, let us first test one thing and we see how it burns. Then after, we start testing ourselves.
I started burning, converging.
Yes.
Burning.
Fire.
Hey.
The way how it burns this leaf is the way how it burns this paper. And don't think that we use any type of paper. We use this sunshine recorder cards, the special cards altogether. When we are setting it outside, we don't set it like this altogether. We set it like this. This part in the east, this part in the west. When the sun is rising, rays are subjected this side. In the afternoon, like at this time, you can see that the focal length is adjusted directly here. In the evening, it is this part which will be burning. When we are in the southern hemisphere, we set it like this, facing northwards, where equator line is. But when we are in the northern hemisphere, after crossing the equator, when we are in northern hemisphere, it must face this one in the south, because equator is always in the south.
A rain gauge.
It is at a reasonable distance from the ground, at least 1 meter above the ground, to avoid water runoffs and water splashes from the ground altogether. When you put it here like this, after raining, the water runoffs or the gully will put it down. And when you put it like this, the rain will hit the ground and bounce back into the funnel with impurities like soil particles. And the rain gauge stays outside from morning up the next morning. You cannot say that it is now at night, let me put it inside the house. The funnel which traps the rainwater coming from the atmosphere, and this is the measuring cylinder which we use to measure the amount of rainfall altogether. This is the rain gauge. The components, if they ask components, you say a funnel, the collecting jar, and the measuring cylinder.
Windsock.
When it points downward, you don't say that the wind is not there. No, the wind is there, but it is weak. It can be found at airports, at airfields.
Wind vane.
Now, dear runners, look here, this is something which is ever confusing us. If this windcock is in this position, the wind will blow from west and will blow this cock where the wind is blowing to altogether. The wind will come from this side, it will blow this cock will be blown this side where the wind is blowing to, leaving this arrow pointing where the wind is coming from. And where the wind is coming from, that is the direction of wind altogether. Some people, they use the wrong knowledge of the signpost, that as a signpost, where the arrow is pointing, that is the direction you are taking. A windsock is show the strength of wind, but if they ask that apart from wind vane, which another instrument is used to show the direction of wind, that's when you should give a windsock. You can use your local language, your local knowledge. Where you are seeing that small pointed or pointed part of the windsock is, that means that is where the wind is blowing to, or where the wind is heading to.
Anemometer.
This is the difference between anemometer and other instruments which deal with wind altogether. A windsock does not measure, but it shows the strength altogether. A wind vane does not measure, but it shows the direction altogether. But for the case of anemometer, it measures. Are you seeing the difference? It is made up of these metal caps and the speed meter altogether. The metal caps are always connected with the speed meter. When wind enters in these metal caps, it forces them to propel or to move around. As it is moving around, it is now moving the speed meter altogether. When wind increases the speed, it will also see the arrow also going up altogether. And the speed of wind is always recorded in meters per second. Are you seeing? So this is if you want to know the speed of wind, you can come here and read. It's about 19 meters per second. Altogether, it has got a meter scale or a speed meter. Are we at par? Now, let us go there and we look at what we call fronting metallic compass, which was introduced. So inside you put there a road magnet. It runs from north to south. Where south is, that is where the south pole is. Where north is, that is where the north pole is. If it is like this, when you suspend any freely magnet which is freely suspended in front of us, the south pole will pull the north pole, and the north pole will pull the south pole. Why? Unlike poles attract each other. This is the compass altogether. This is the compass which you are seeing. Inside it has got what we call a compass needle, and the compass needle is always a magnet altogether. When you freely suspend it, the red painted part of the compass needle is the south pole altogether. When it is freely suspended, it will be attracted where north is. Out together. Even if you try to disturb it, out together, it will still insist that the north is this. Out together. So you set it like this. Are you seeing? It will not accept. It will still show that the north is this direction. Out together. So you set it like this. The compass needle overhead. Is there anyone who has got a map? If you want to put your map on the compass, you bring your map like this. Then you bring a compass. You put it directly overhead, the north of the compass direction. Out together. This is the compass, and this is the compass direction. Are you seeing? This is the compass direction. This is the compass, and inside the compass we have what we call a compass needle, which is always a magnet. You put it here on top. That's why we draw our maps with the compass. Out together. Never draw a map without a compass. So our map of Uganda is like this. When we are in Uganda, Congo is in west, Kenya is in east, Tanzania south, Sudan in the north. Out together. Even if Rwanda, it is here. It is in south west. Out together. It is here. When you are in Kampala, let us stand in Kampala. What is the direction of south from Kampala? West direction. When you bring metallic objects near the compass, this is what will happen. Are you seeing? So you will disturb it. You will disturb it because it is a magnet and it dispenses magnetic fields. Out together. So never bring, even if in the desk there is a nail, it will still disturb it. Out together. People who use compasses. How is those? That is the end of our today's lecture.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now back to the channel we call. This is Kazinga channel, located in Queen Elizabeth National Park at Katunguru Bridge. It is 32 kilometers that link Lake Edward and Lake George.
Right. So how was Kazinga channel formed? Our officer. How was Kazinga channel formed? Because Rift Valley features were formed by what? By fault. And Kazinga channel is located in the western arm of East African Rift Valley. So it means it was also formed by fault. Are we together?
There are so many economic activities carried out at this place, and one of them is fishing. Enjoy.
Tilapia fish. Are we together? And it is the commonest type of fish caught in East African water. Number 2, we say lungfish. We said what? Lungfish. Snake like what? Fish. That's what we call a mamba. That's what we call very sweet. With a lot of proteins. 7 days in the human what? In the human body. Are we together? Like chicken, right? That is our type number 2. Then number 3, by show of hand. Catfish. Catfish. Cat what? Catfish. Semutundu. Catfish. This is our example number 3. Semutundu. Are we together?
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's now proceed with the journey. This place is still under renovation, and in some few months to come, it will be looking so beautiful. Call it the Equator Monument. Wow! We go a power center here. We went to Mubuku Power Station and had a beautiful tour and studied there. Although it was getting late, we enjoyed the place the way it was. Have a wonderful learning.
Safe. So I hit here, when it's having enough pressure, turn it.
I see. Yes. Turn it. So as it turns it, remember to put join the shaft of the generator. It also turns it at the same speed. I get it. So the importance of turbine is to do what? If this one is turbine, is hit by water. Remember this cooper is off with the shaft of the generator. So when it is running, it also runs the generator. So the importance of a turbine is to run the generator. So to produce electricity, you must first run the generator. I get it. That runner is covered inside here. So when it is running, water runs, what escape? I get it. So water through it get at high pressure, it hits the lower ends. Comes and hits the lower ends of those buckets. So it turns it. As it is turning, remember its shaft is good for the shaft of the generator by means of port C and nuts. I see. Yes. So as when a turbine is running, it also runs the generator. The speed of a turbine should be the same as the speed of what? The generator. I get it. So this is now what we call a coupon where coupon is done. The shaft of a turbine is coupled to the shaft of a generator by means of ports and nuts. Now, after running the generator, so we are able to produce electricity. I get it. Yes. Anyone lost? Okay. Now, how is power produced? That magnetism will result into magnetic fields. I get it. Those fields will try to link up into this rotor across the air gap. In so doing, they are being cut. As they are being cut, there is induced EMF, which is DC in nature, into this armatures. I get me. That DC is now tapped through this cable. I see it. And brought to this part. Now on this part is part of this AC generator. I get me. So this part is called slip rings. Slip rings. It also has the bars which accommodates or houses the carbon brushes. I see them. I see the carbon brushes. These carbon brushes will receive that voltage through this cable, and remember it is DC, and will feed in these slip rings. These slip rings have got polarities, a positive and negative. This is positive, this is negative. I get it. Now, this positive part will convey that voltage up to the slip rings. Also negative part as well. But remember, between the carbon brushes and slip rings, there is a point of wrapping. I get it. This one is rotating, this one is fixed. So there's a point of wrapping which is between here. I get it. The point of wrapping. So that voltage as it tries to cross is being wrapped. As it crosses the wrapping point, it now changes from DC to AC. I get it. It changes from DC to AC. Also expect the frequency. I get it. Now that voltage will be tapped and taken to the generator. Now this part of AC generator. I get it. They have two cables. One picks from positive, another from negative. You will be able to see them, but remember it stopped when they had it down here. Those are the cables. The cables bring that voltage from here and feed. I think where they are reaching. They are the ones. I think. Yes. They are connected in series. One feed the other. One feed the other. I get me. So they are very many and big in size because we now want to increase the magnitude of the fields. As they create the fields, those fields will join up these windings. Remember, this one is running, this one is fixed. The field is created on this field coils will try to join up into these windings.
Separate them. This is part of the coil. This is another coil. You have seen it. This is another coil. This is another coil. Separating them, and you put some paint to avoid the collision. Let's move on slowly. I'm going to show you the.
These ones are what we call indicators. In the case of any problem or fault, they will light. These are what we call the control knobs. I get me. This one is what we call voltage selector. You select the voltage. It must be balanced. There are three connectors. So
it must be showing you. Like, remember, when you're producing voltage, when you're getting voltage, it must be at ZD capacity. Like this one, this generator must be producing 3.3. If it goes below, you rise. If it goes too high, you lower. It must be at neutral. So that's their importance.
On the second day, we went to Hima cement factory. Let's first pause for a photo, orientation, and so on. This Hima cement factory is also located in Kasese district. Hima cement is one of the manufacturing and supplying wide range of building and construction solutions in Uganda. Its products are designed to meet housing and construction, ranging from smaller projects like individual home building to major construction and infrastructure projects. From Hima factory, now at Mobuku irrigation scheme. This scheme is located in Rwenzori sub-region, Kasese district in Uganda.
All together, major crops, hybrid maize for seed and rice. Those are the major crops. Other crops grow. Have tomatoes, grafted mangoes, oranges, have cabbage, beans. One, siltation. You know what siltation is? The accumulation of the sand, stones and mud in the water body. Or silting. Altogether. Problem number 2, wild animals that escape from King Elizabeth National Park and destroy crops.
Here is the main source of water from River Sebwe. The land has a gentle slope that makes it easy to access enough water. The water they use is supplied by a river called Sebwe. Challenges experienced at this scheme include silting of the dam and canals. Wild animals from Queen Elizabeth National Park, soil exhaustion, pests and diseases, and many more.
Grass, keep it here, and then provide support to the grass by putting stones. Then you come and raise this one. When this one here is like this, then this side here, come and raise it like this. Are we together?
The method of irrigation they use is only furrow method. The major crops grown are hybrid maize and rice. The other crops are tomatoes, onions, beans, pineapples, cabbages, mangoes, oranges, and many others. From there, we went back to the station for our so delicious lunch. Oh, maybe I join you as you enjoy fish. Wow!
Become less and less safe as you live.
Time for refreshment and relaxation. At supper, we had to enjoy chicken. So excellent, surely. Oh, our boys are busy. So serious on work. So nice and excited. Our head teacher was also busy preparing for these young souls. So nice. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. Our dolls, our boys, and others for your active participation. Early in the morning, We went to have a wonderful tour in Queen Elizabeth National Park.
The king of this side by then was known as Okama Rukidimbuga. Of 95 animal species, you have more than 612 bird species, you have 35 reptiles, you have 9 primates. Let's get back to our buses.
Oh, okay. Time for touring. Wow! Uganda Cobb is here. Buffaloes. Uganda Cobs again.
See the difference between a male and a female Uganda Cobb?
Yes.
What are the female look like?
They don't have horns.
What about the males?
Males have horns.
What about?
Yes.
It's called what?
A water.
It is also in the same family with the Uganda Cobs, and that family is called Antelope family. Okay?
Antelope family.
And the waterbuck is one of the antelope members that goes for a long gestation period.
Oh, wow! Wow! An elephant is here. These are buffaloes again. Oh, wow!
A bull.
Oh, okay. What about again? Okay, let's have fun. Buffaloes again. The Kabaka of the day. Wow! What? This is Lake Nyamnuka. Here they carry out controlled burning to control external parasites and attain fresh pastures. We first took our breakfast from here, then after we set off to the lake. Now at Lake Katwe. Lake Katwe is located in Kabatol Town Council in Kasese district. Wow! We are climbing to the clear point of view. See the lake clearly. This is so interesting.
Another lake in Uganda. Another lake in Uganda that produce salt in Uganda by Kasese. You can guess. One of us.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Stroke. Salt winning. Salty.
Its showers are lined with small ponds or ponds of water from which salt is extracted. This process is called salt burning. This lake was formed by volcanicity, and the lake is salty because it has a salt rock underground. The rock salt is called mahondi in our local language. When the sun hits, water evaporates, then salt crystals are formed on the top of the salt pan. From there, we went to Queen Elizabeth National Park Museum. Now at this site, being oriented before we go to the museum. Now in the museum, doing some discovery.
I shall say that from the two national parks, you also come to Queen Elizabeth National Park. That's how the trend goes. That's how the Rift Valley stretches. Queen Elizabeth National Park, we say it is well known for the chimpanzees and the other big four.
Kidepo Valley and Mount Elgon National Parks.
Animals we have in the national park, and this is a leopard, but we made it away to represent the one we have in the park, but this is the real skin. A lioness
and many other.
Wow! Correct warthog. This animal is commonly known as an animal with a shortest memory, which means it can forget quickly. Oh yes, learners are doing some fun with it. Here we got a chance of posing for photos where the aeroplane was. It was an enjoyable moment. So wonderful. These animals are called mangoes. They are also common in this place. From there, we set off back home. This is how long Kazinga Channel is. This channel joins Lake Edward and Lake George. Some water birds again. Kazinga Channel Bridge. Oh my God! An elephant here. So big. Now going back home, crossing Igarati Estates. This is so interesting place, where the stone is placed on top of others just by nature. Wow! They are enjoying the nature of the world. Enjoy! You can enjoy this pictorial.
Uganda.
teachers, parents, pupils, and all well-wishers of this school. St.Maria Gorretti is because you are. May God bless you. Produced by Teacher Sarpish, the music teacher.
I love my car.